feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear, like an outlaw on the run. Dangerous but it's so fun, running, running, no.
So this was absolutely packed full of car parts up until today. So obviously everything's gone back onto the car now, and obviously this is gonna be a nightmare. There's not that many plugs, to be honest, but there's still enough, isn't there? So yeah, join me for that. That is gonna be a pain in the ass. So I've been out here for a couple of hours, basically more than anything just getting all the bolts out, making sure that everything is correct. So I started to go through and put the rocker cover gaskets on, running the fuel lines, putting the fuel rail back in, getting the AC compressor on in place, making sure that the intakes all fit and line up and I've got all the right bolts. So just basically going through and laying everything out. Got the fuel pump all in at the back. So I need to look at the EGR coolers, making sure that I've got enough space. I'm gonna actually do EGR delete, so plus I need to put the coolers back in place, I think. So making sure I've got enough room and everything fits. It's such a tight engine space, so literally the last hour and a half has purely been getting everything back in where it is, making sure I've got the right bolts in the right place, nothing's tightened down. I just want to get everything in where it should be. Started to run some of the hoses as well. So yeah, nothing exciting, as I said before, just getting everything in the right place, ready for final fitment. So you join me another couple of hours later. I've now got the intercooler all set up. Nothing is bolted in still, but I've got the intercooler piping and that's all running where it should. Same on this side. So I just need to figure out which way they all thread through for the airboxes. So the airboxes are back in, they all need to be cleaned out. I still want to detail the engine, so I think the next step is going to be doing the wiring harness, which is just in my shed, which is going to be an absolute nightmare. All of the intercooler piping and the coolant piping, super easy, everything's lined back up, so that's spot on, not an issue at all. I still need to do the EGR coolers, but I'm going to do a EGR delete, so I'm going to put obviously a cover over there and there, meaning that there will be no EGR, and we will send it to Andy and have that mapped out. Send it to do all the injectors and fuel return there. But yeah, it's a long way from what it was just sitting on the drive. So good progress, but still a long way to go. Still haven't done the rear gearbox mount yet. I still haven't serviced the gearbox yet. I know that servicing the gearbox lasts, because you need to, when you service the gearbox, when you refill it, you need to have the car running and level. So I didn't want to service the gearbox when I was doing the engine repairs. All I want to do now is get the engine to fire and run. When that happens, then I'll be able to service the gearbox and everything else like that. So still a ton to do, but we are definitely getting somewhere. So basically not the easiest thing, and I did the dumbest thing. I didn't label up all of the sensors, so I should have put 1, on 1 and then 2 2 and then gone all the way through that. Certain things are obviously easy to work out what they are and where they go, but yeah, basically I'm gonna have to try and take an hour or so and try and run things and untangle, and yeah, big mistake. So label them up, that is key. Key. Big mistake on my part. That was surprisingly too easy. From that side of the loom, I split it into two. So one side, the other side. This has a cover that goes over it, but you've got your glow plug wires. Just literally go down there, pop on top of your glow plugs. When I actually buy some. Then you've got your injector firing plugs. So obviously there, 1 2 3 4, that lines up. Then I need to tidy it up, which is why I didn't tighten anything up. That's why everything is still loose, so I could feed all the wires and try and do it as nice as I can. So then I've just fed it down here, down past the air intake. Runs down, then turbo connector literally was the next in that line, so it just plugged straight in. Then I carried on running it down here. Need to push this under, but then you've got one that goes under to the sump and one that goes to this coolant feed here, another one that goes here on the intercooler, and another one just down there. That's it. There we go. So really easy on that side. Everything just plugged straight back in where it would need to go. So with me being a dumbass and not labeling it, that wasn't that bad, because I have heard horror stories. Still got the other side, so let's just crack on and do it. I don't have anywhere to put the camera, otherwise I'd just leave it and let it record, but unfortunately I'm outside, and yeah, sorry, I'm getting a GoPro, so bear with me. And again, no real issue. Everything on this side runs where it needs to. I need to obviously tidy it up still, and then it runs down to the turbo and then around back to the alternator, which I need to take the alternator out anyway, and the turbo, because I still need to put the starter in, and check all of the torque specs on the back of the gearbox. Obviously ECUs need to go back in, fuses, so still, but for one day I'm happy with that. We're marking everything up, everything. I haven't lost any parts, which is a good thing. I've still got things like top engine mount to put on, but yeah, it's just such a big car with so much stuff, so I'm happy with that, to be honest. It's a massive step forward. So there she is. If anybody has any questions. So I'm going to end this video at this point. Obviously not over exciting again, really. I do apologise that these current videos are a bit boring. Once we get into obviously the hybrid turbos and modifications and stuff like that, I'm sure it's going to be way more fun, but at the moment it's just plugging in wires and setting up pipes. Again, thank you for watching. Please do hit that subscribe button, because the content is going to get a lot more interesting and a lot more fun moving forward. Obviously this video, if you've got a 4-litre diesel and yours is playing up, then obviously you can come back and see where the wires run and where everything goes. It's a good reference, and they're very similar on the 4.2s and the 3 litres as well. I'm sure it's not miles away. But yeah, thanks very much again, and I'll catch you next time.